Well, thank you, Heather, for that introduction. It's an honor to be your Liberal candidate for Dartmouth North. I want to thank you all for showing up tonight or watching this recording later. I always say when I'm facilitating a group or chairing a meeting, showing up is half the battle. You know, you could be doing many things. But you chose to show up here. And it may be out of curiosity, who is this Pam Cooley person? It could be because you're party faithful and you want to make sure that I'm up for the job. Or maybe that you care about the issues. And I suspect that it's all three. But whatever the reason, I'm glad that you are here because this is what it takes to care. And if we are going to turn this riding back to red, I need many people to show up. And I hope I can convince you that I'm worthy of your time and your effort and your trust. You know how sometimes in life you get a nudge or an event that shapes the rest of your life? For me, that happened back in the 80s, mid 80s, when it was a movie made for TV called Choices of the Heart. And it was starring Melissa Gilbert, Little House on the Prairie woman, Anyway, she was playing the role of a woman named Jean Donovan. Jean Donovan was a woman who upended her comfortable middle-class life to be of service. Through her story of her life and her death, I witnessed what it meant to dedicate one's life to something and what it meant to care. I wanted that meaning in my life, and from her influence and many others since her, I've tried throughout my life to be of service, to work with others, and to make a difference. And I wonder who or what influenced you to care. I come from a family of 5 siblings. My dad, Donald Cooley, was in retail, jeweler, 3 generations. My mom, Mary Cooley, was always doing something in the community, and she was a big liberal. I left Nova Scotia when I graduated from Dalhousie, and I went to Vancouver, where I lived as a home base for 24 years. And I came back 13 years ago to look after my mom and dad in their later years. And while I was known for my work as a professional facilitator and a strategic advisor in British Columbia, nobody knew my work here. So I decided to start a car sharing company called Car Share Halifax. Maybe you've seen the cars around. I'm new to the riding, but I'm not new to the issues that affect people in the riding and in the province. I feel like my life has led me to this new challenge. A few highlights. Due to Jean Donovan, I became a human rights worker and worked in refugee camps in southern Mexico and made changes to Canadian policy towards Central America. At the same time, I split my time working in the downtown east side of Vancouver to make a better life for people. I've built businesses and I have succeeded and I have failed. I have built affordable housing for women and have worked on systems for food security and employment programs. I'm an environmentalist and I believe business can make a positive difference in people's lives. And none of this was accomplished by only me. We must work together to get it right. And bringing people together to get things done is what I do best. I've had a lot of opportunity in my life, and these opportunities came to me and my siblings through the sacrifice and hard work of my parents. I know that there are parents out there that are doing the same thing for their children, and I want to make it easier for you. I know what it's like to be a family affected by mental health. You know, there's a name for someone who has lost their spouse, but there isn't a word to describe a parent who has lost a child. I am a mother, and I lost my son Eli in January 2020, which is another moment in time that changed me profoundly. It taught me that life is too short for anyone to live less than a full, rich life. And I hope to contribute so others can have the resources to do so. Over the coming weeks, I'll be working hard to strengthen community connections in our community and identify the issues that need a strong voice in Nova Scotia, in the Nova Scotia legislature. I'm counting on your help and your support to allow me to do that. We can do better to gain access for people of Dartmouth North and Nova Scotia, access to affordable homes, to mental health services, to arts and culture and sports, to education and business services, to a clean environment, and to a healthy, reciprocal relationship with the Mi'kmaq peoples. I had an opportunity to work with our Premier, Ian Rankin, when he was the Lands and Forestry Minister. And I was inspired by his platform for the leadership, and I am fully behind his vision for the province. But for me, it's not only what he wants to accomplish, but how. My experience of him is that he listens. He is mindful in his responses, and he's done a fantastic job taking over the COVID crisis with Dr. Strang. This is the kind of leader that I am honored to work with. I will be reaching out to all of you. Please let me know how much you can offer the campaign, be it in the office, canvassing, phone calling, or with your financial contribution. I can't do it alone, but with Liberals leading this riding, I know we can have fun, and I know that we can make a difference. Talk to you soon. Thanks.